What she just said was, welcome to the Besties channel. We're finally back. Halfway, I guess.
Kind of. We've been really busy and we decided to just do something.
Because it's her spring break, I'm off. And this is my last month here, basically.
We'll still find ways to do videos and stuff like through Skype and fun meetups because we're that tight. Okay, so today we thought that we would do the My First Time tag. So it's going to be about the first times that we did things or learned things or went to places. I don't really know. So first question, Daisha, what was your first car?
A car? What's that? It's a what? A car?
What's a car?
We got cars?
What?
Where did
I
this
ride my
happen?
scooter everywhere.
I had a bike one time.
We don't have bikes. I mean, I don't drive. I don't have a license. I don't know if you have a license, right?
I've never had, no. I've had a permit. That's it.
Okay, we don't have our licenses, so we can't have cars.
No car.
Unless I had like a Barbie Jeep when I was little. And I used to drive that around the neighborhood.
Does that count? It's like first car.
When was your first public speaking success?
There's never success with me. What? I get nervous.
I'm a big public speaker. I actually want to pursue a career in public speaking as a lawyer and then a senator. So what made me want to do that is in debate in 8th grade. So that was pretty much our first meet, I think, was what inspired me.
I had success in dance. That counts.
That counts. Public dancing? Yes. When was the first time you got stitches?
I've never gotten stitches
Me either.
in my life because
Maybe in death.
I'm halfway clumsy. Not all the way, just halfway.
What was the first thing you learned to cook?
Grilled cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Does cereal count? Because that's what.
First time you flew on
The
an
first
airplane.
time I flew in an airplane was when I was a little boy. One long time ago. No, I'm kidding. When I was 8, I was flying to Kansas.
I don't remember the first time I flew on a plane. I feel like it might have been to Florida to see my grandparents. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember.
Grandparents.
What was the first concert you went to see?
Justin Bieber. That's depressing, but when he was still good. Before he.
So my first concert, I guess, would be Big Time Rush. But I don't consider that my first concert. My first concert was probably the Winter Meltdown in Virginia.
You went to Big Time Rush? What?
Yeah, I was like 11. But my first concert would probably be the Winter Meltdown. It was like Silver Sun Pickups, Fun, Imagine Dragons, all those people. First bike like?
Small.
You're really specific.
And really pink. Because I was really girly back then.
Mine was a tricycle and it was pink and it had like the strands of the silver like confetti that came out of the handle.
I didn't have a tricycle though. I was way too cool for that.
See, I couldn't learn how to ride a bike till I was like 12. When was the first time you shot a gun?
Never. Guns are bad.
See, now I'm from the country. I shot my first gun when I was 10 years old at my uncle's house in his backyard.
Guns are bad.
NRA. When was the first time you moved?
When I was 1. Because I moved to Washington.
I technically moved when I was like 4 or 5 months old. We moved from Jacksonville to Virginia. So that was like the first move I ever had.
Actually, it was like before I was 1. I'm just rounding up to 1.
You were round up.
Just round up because I'm too lazy.
What was the first professional sporting event you went to?
Basketball. I went to a Clippers game. No, wait. Baseball. Because my mom was opening for it. It's military.
I went to an Admirals hockey game. That was my first. That was fun. I love hockey games. I love hockey.
I hated the baseball game. It was so boring. I slept. I was like 5, so.
It's hard. What was your first regrettable hairstyle?
Oh, this one.
I like it though.
I miss my hair so much.
I've never. Okay, my first regrettable hairstyle was when I got my hair cut up to here. And I have really thick hair, so it gets really poofy and I look really bad.
I miss my hair.
2nd grade.
R.I.P. Daisha's hair.
How old were you when you were first left home alone?
8? Because I was with my brother, so technically it was both of us. If you put both of our ages together, if you add up, we were like 20.
I was 15. Was it the first time you stood up for yourself? Or when? The first time.
Probably in high school because I was a shy kid when I was in elementary school. In middle school, I did not get a voice until I was in high school. I was like, you know what? All y'all. That's literally what I did. I was like, all y'all.
I guess my first time standing up for myself would be in 5th grade. There was a girl that was being really mean to me and was calling me really mean names, and it was in the bathroom. It was her and a bunch of her other friends, and I was in the bathroom, actually in the restroom, and I came out of the stall, and I was like, excuse me? What'd you say?
I can imagine 5th grade Tati. What'd you say?
Back when I was really obese, it was really fun. I felt really bad, but I mean, I stood up for myself, so yeah. And that girl and I are actually pretty good friends now, so. What was the first book that made you cry?
I never cried because of a book. Wait.
She doesn't read. See, I cry in every book I read.
Wait, we're talking about books? I thought we were talking about magazines.
No, but what's the first book that ever made you cry?
Books? Those are things still? Hey, I didn't know that.
First book that ever made me cry was the last book in the series of unfortunate events. I think that was it. I cried for 6 hours. That was sad. What was the first big ticket item you purchased? So what was the most, like, the first big expensive thing that you bought?
Mine took to Korea. I'm kidding. Actually, I think that's it. I think that's the most expensive thing I bought. That or actually no, my laptop. I bought my Mac all by myself. That was about $1,200. That's the most expensive.
My MacBook was the most expensive thing I bought. I actually paid for half of it, but it was still, you know, pretty expensive.
For your age, I have a job now, so
see, I don't have a job. So.
Everything I buy is expensive now.
Who was your first best friend?
I'm kidding.
Not my first.
I know. Not kindergarten. I moved around, so I didn't really have a really close best friend until I moved to when I was in San Diego for 3 years, and I met her, and we were best friends in 3rd grade, and then we were in the same class 4th grade, so we weren't best friends anymore. And then 5th grade, we were in the same class, became best friends. I'm still friends with her, just not best friends with her. Her name is Sabrina. She's some in my vlogs if you go to those from 4 years ago when I first started. She's in them. It's a little crazy. A little crazy. Love you, Sabrina.
My first best friend, probably my cousin Lexus. He's pretty much my best friend. When was the first Christmas you realized that Santa?
Actually, I was Keyshawn's age. I was 10. They were like, so tell us how to tell you guys. I'm like,
I think I was like 10.
I cried.
I started to speculate.
I cried a lot. I'm like, whoa.
When was your first trip to Las Vegas?
It's very depressing because I was like probably like 10 too.
I was 10.
No, wait, no, I was younger. I was like.
I was maybe 8 or 9. Yeah, because we were.
Wait, Keyshawn's 5. Keyshawn's 5, 6. He's 10. Why did I think he was 5? He's 10. So I was 10 years ago. When I was 9, 10 years ago. My brother was born, I was probably 8 or 7 because his dad and my mom got married in Las Vegas. So that's first we went to Las Vegas.
Okay, this is a hard question, Daisha. When was the first time you realized that you were smarter than your parents? Trick question. We're not smarter than our parents.
I wish I was smarter than my mom. She knows everything. Maybe my dad. I might be smarter than him though.
Okay, who was your first sweetheart or crush?
Oh, can I have a celebrity? Because then it would be Justin McCartney.
It's a real person that you actually had a little crush on, like pre-K or something.
What? I went all the way back? I was like thinking high school.
I remember mine. 1st grade.
Middle school. I didn't really, does that count? I don't remember the name of my first boyfriend-ish in elementary school, but I do remember his best friend's name. His name was Jay. He was so cute. That was the first time I had. The first boyfriend or crush I had was actually black, but I keep dating white people. Don't know how that happened.
My first crush was in 1st grade. His name was Luke. He had an earring and blonde hair and blue eyes and freckles.
Can I date him now? He sounds like he'd be really hot now.
He was in 1st grade and he had an earring.
imagine how hot he would be with blonde and blue eyes? Man. And freckles? Sorry. I'm gonna random sometimes. What was your first word? Let's do that one. Was that your first word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mom? Mine was dad.
That was mom. Who was the first person to have a crush on you?
Everyone. I'm kidding. I'm not that cocky. You guys know that. Tati over here was the first one to have a crush on me. I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know, because no one has ever told me they had a crush on me. My best friends, actually. My best guy friends have had crushes on me.
So, in kindergarten, there was this guy named Tyler. I'm not gonna say his last name, but his name was Tyler.
I don't remember that.
Because my mom reminds me about it like every day.
Oh.
And he used to pull me behind the tree on the playground and kiss me every day. And his grandmother was our class teacher.
He had cooties. Boys have cooties, guys.
He had cooties, and I used to tell him, I was like, no, get away from me. And I finally told his mother and his grandmother. I was like, Tyler keeps trying to kiss me and I don't like him. That was.
I would have been like, he has cooties.
Yeah.
Because I'm a weirdo.
What do you remember about your first day of school?
Oh, I hated every moment of it. That's what I remember.
I loved it.
I hate school. I'm so glad I'm not in high school or middle school. Elementary school I would go back to because then I get naps-ish, depending on what grade.
Okay, when was the first time someone close to you died?
Really close?
Yes.
3 years ago? Yeah, my grandpa passed away from lung cancer. And everyone remembers that because it was on my vlog. I was crying my eyes out. And I called my best friend and I was like, he finally died. I didn't mean it like that way, but like because he went to the hospital. And like she was really close to him too, so I called her and like she knew that he was at the hospital. And I was like, so grandpa died. And she like bawled her eyes out crying. When she saw me the next day, she wanted to cry. Like, we were so upset. And he actually died on Friday the 13th. So, not the greatest day to die on. And the day before my brother's birthday.
My first person to die was my grandfather. I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was pretty young when he passed away. But there was like a period in my life where I was like 7 to 13 where all of our family friends, they passed away at like different periods. Like a couple passed away from cancer, another from accidents, things like that. And it was really stressful. People just passing away.
Kidding, don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. I was kidding. Even though you're not supposed to joke about that, but I can a little bit.
What was the first YouTube video you ever watched?
Oh my god, Super Mac. Super Mac 18, first ever video probably. It was like random shit. I need to show you that video actually, because it's the funniest thing. Super Mac 18, I love you. If you want to date me, my number is down in the description, so hit me up.
I think my first video on YouTube that I ever watched was banana cereal or whatever. It was a gorilla, and he goes, when you wake up in the morning with the cereal, something, something, something. They're like putting bananas in cereal, and all you just want to say is banana, banana. You're just singing about bananas.
That sounds awesome.
Really awesome.
Bananas are awesome.
Yeah. First person you subscribed to on YouTube.
Shane Dawson. Oh, actually Super Mac. Super Mac and then Shane Dawson because I love Shane Dawson too. Actually, Shane Dawson might have been the first video I've ever watched, and it was his pissed off one.
First person I ever subscribed to is my friend Evan. He's a surfer. You should check him out. What was your first pet?
A hamster.
You had a hamster?
I did have a hamster. We named it Bubbles for Powerpuff Girls because me and my brother were geeks. We still are.
My first pet was probably my fish. We had a bunch of Dories. We had Dory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Bruce. And they all passed away, and I would name them each Dorothy. Don't know why. Probably because of Elmo. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Jesse McCartney. He's so cute. Still my crush to this day. Now, if we're talking about current crushes, Paul Walker will always be my current crush because he's my baby daddy. Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
My first-
Even though his daughter's like my age right now. But whatever. No one needs to know that.
My first celebrity crush was probably Daniel Radcliffe.
Who the fuck is that?
Harry Potter?
I always forget his real name.
I used to pretend that I was at Hogwarts and that
That does not shock me
were
about you at
dating.
all.
Current celebrity crush, probably Nicholas Holt.
Oh, wait, female one? Oh, Ariana
female?
Grande.
Emma Stone. Who was the first person to text you today?
A person that no one needs to know who it was. I'm just gonna say Josh because no one needs to know the other person.
I was the first, David was the first one to text me this morning.
Oh yeah.
So that was our first time tag. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. What was your first?
I said it's hot as booty in
You're not supposed
Right?
to be talking.
You're the cameraman.
You don't talk.
here. Still hot.
Great bloopers right now. You ready? Take again. Is there a foot in the camera? Okay, good. You on?
I'm a silent cameraman. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
You just cut that out.
Okay. So question.
What was free?
Oh my god! I almost thought I
got
dropped my laptop this morning, like no joke. I died. I was like, I picked it up. I was like, okay, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
You stood up for yourself.
Tati, you didn't answer the fishing question.
Oh, what the, oh.
Go back to let's rewind.
So,
Turn it down, Maya. Thank you. It's on the side somewhere. I don't know which side. I can't look for a hole over here.